Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes. Today I am going to explain about the JavaScript data types. Today I am going to explain about the data types concept in the JavaScript. So now let us start our session. Okay. So data types and variables. And in this today's session, first I would like to explain about the data types concept. Okay. In the JavaScript provides different data types. JavaScript provides different data types to hold different types of values. JavaScript provides different data types to hold different types of values. There are two types of data types in JavaScript. What are they? The first one is primitive type and second one is non-primitive type data type. Non-primitive data type and non-primitive data types also called reference types. Okay. So first, JavaScript is a dynamic type language, means you don't need to specify type of the variable because it is dynamically used by the JavaScript engine. Actually, JavaScript provides different data types to hold the different types of values. There are two types of data types. One is the primitive data type and second one is the non-primitive data type. But it can support JavaScript support by the primitive data types and also non-primitive data types. But we no need to use at anywhere this one. Okay, just simply we can declare the var keyword. In the var keyword, whatever the variable you have declared, so in that variable, whatever the value you can store, based on that value directly internally it can change the type. Internally it can use the type, because of that is dynamically used the JavaScript engine, right? Carefully observe, in the C programming language, how to declare the variables. For example, int x is the variable. I want to assign 10 is the value. I want to store the name. For that, character is the data type and character array you have to create is equal here name I have passed, right? So like that, in the C programming language we have to create the variables like this, right? So based on here data types required in the C programming language, because of it is a heavyweight programming language. So the types are also we have to use explicitly by ourselves. So that data types declaration is also programmer responsibility while developing time. Am I correct or not? In C programming language, whatever the programs you want to develop, so that program's development is first create the variables. Okay, create the variables. If you want to create any variables, the types also the programmer should have to decide first. So that the types declaration is also should need to take by the programmer by himself. Am I correct or not? But it is C programming language. It is a heavyweight programming language, C programming. But in Python, sorry, in JavaScript, if you want to define any variable, where is the keyword we have to use. If you want to declare any variable, for all variable purpose, where is the keyword we can use. And now I want to define x variable. If you want to store 10 variable, then if you want to store 10 number into x variable, so after declaration is over, then the JavaScript engine, it will take internally number data type. Because of here we have stored number we have stored now. So the x variable type internally the var keyword decide internally the number type data type. Okay, so that responsibility will take by the JavaScript engine. Now instead of Now instead of 10 variable, now I want to store 10.5 is the value. So in that case, instead of number, the JavaScript engine, it will decide float data type, right? And here instead of 10.5, now I want to store, Pavan is the name, a group of characters I want to store, a string I want to store. So in that case, string it will assign, right? String it will assign by internally by the JavaScript engine. So it completes it depending on value. It's depending on value. So that's why JavaScript is a dynamically typed programming language. Dynamically typed programming language. So JavaScript is a dynamic type language, means you don't need to specify type of the variable because it is dynamically used by the JavaScript engine. Just now I told you now. And next one is you need to use var here. You need to use var keyword here to specify the data type. It can hold any type of values such as numbers, strings, etc. So here I give an example, var a equal to 40, holding a number. Variable var keyword b equal to Rahul, holding a string. So internally it can decide as a string value because of in between double quotes, whatever the value you have passed, so that value treated as a string value. Okay, so that's why JavaScript engine internally can take as a string data type. JavaScript primitive types are what? Actually, there are 5 types of primitive data types in JavaScript. They are as follows. String represents sequence of characters. String represents a sequence of characters. Example, hello. And number represents numeric values 100. Boolean represents Boolean value either false or true. Okay. Undefined represent undefined value. Null represents null, that is no value at all, right? And JavaScript non-primitive data types are as follows. Object represent instance through which we can access members. Array represent group of similar values, and regular expressions represents regular expressions, right? These are the non-primitive values, and these are the reference types. Actually, these 3 are also will works on depending on these only. Okay, these 3 are reference type. For example, if you want to store a number int x equal to 10, int x equal to 10. Okay, this is var x equal to 10. So this is x variable and 10 is the value. Now I want to store, say, a number of values in the x variable. A list of values I want to store in x variable. So for that we can use the x array, right? X array. So here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like that you can store, because of that is array type. So it's depending on what actually in the primitive data types now, whatever the primitive data types we have. So based on that primitive data types, this secondary non-primitive data types will work. Array is also work like that. Array is also works like that. So here data types in JavaScript. Just wait. Yes, and practically I would like to explain. For that notepad I am opening. Carefully observe here. Now HTML open and close tag, and here head section, opening and closing head section, and title I want to require. Yeah, title. What is the title? It is going. What is the concept here going on right now? Data types. Data types. Title. Now I want to declare the body section. So inside body I want to create script. Script open and script close. Type CSS or JavaScript, right? Now here I want to declare the variable x equal to 10. Variable x equal to 10. Here semicolon is also optional, no problem. Where y equal to 20. Where z equal to x plus y. Okay. Now document dot write of z, write of sum of x and y values, comma z. So now I am saving this one. Data types dot html. Save as type is all files. Now I am going to minimize this one. Now I am running this one. Why it is not showing anything? I think we forgot something here. Document dot write function. My variable global, declare a local variable. Sum of two numbers in JavaScript. In the script tag c is equal to a plus b. సారీ జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ కదా. Variable add up two numbers. Okay, here instead of comma we must have to use the plus operator. Now I want to refresh the page. Why it is not sum of x and y values? Semicolons are also optional, but you can place here. Document.write of sum of x and y values. So simply we can use the z. What we will get? I think that is not a wrong. JavaScript text or type equal to, sorry, text this one. You have placed CSS. Sorry. This is my mistake. Right? Now I am saving again. Now I am refreshing the page. Yeah, the 30 value is representing. Na? Here also you can write your string. The x and y values, I mean sum of the x and y values, sorry. Sum of the x and y values plus, right? Now I am refreshing the page. So like that you have to use the variables. You have to use the var keyword like a data types, right? If you want to do like this, then the data types will decide the type based on that given value. So now we have to see the JavaScript variables. A JavaScript variable is simply a name of the storage location. There are two types of variables in JavaScript. One is local variable and second one is global variable. One is local variable and second one is global variable. Carefully observe. There are some rules while declaring a JavaScript variable, also known as identifiers. Actually, JavaScript variables are also called as identifiers. Name must start with a letter. So actually, now I am opening Paint window to explain clearly about this. And here, now I am declaring the var keyword x equal to 10. If you write the statement like this, actually what is the definition here? What is the variable? X is the variable, 10 is the value to assign for the x variable. If you want to declare x variable, then var keyword is must and should be required. Here I have stored 10 variable. Here I have stored 10 value in the x variable. So 10 is what here? Number. 10 is what? Number related data type. The JavaScript engine, it will decide internally. Okay. So if you write the statement like this in your program while developing time, so it will occupy the memory. First, see the definition. A JavaScript variable is simply a name of storage location. First, if you write the statement like this in your program, the var keyword based on this value, the number data type it can decided by the var keyword. Na? So here while executing time it will occupy some memory for the number related memory it can provide for the internal storage. Nothing but in the RAM memory it will give some space for the x variable purpose, and here the 10 value stored inside the memory address is something, okay, some xxx 10 20 30. So this is the assumed value. It is completely decided by the JavaScript engine, okay. That responsibility will take by the JavaScript engine for this id while running time. We no need to take about the burden this, we not to take the burden about this id generation, okay. So like that while running time it will create a memory location for the x variable. After that what is the value it can store, that value it can store inside, right? So that is the definition, meaning a JavaScript variable is simply a name of storage location. A name of storage location. There are two types of variables in JavaScript. First one is local variable and second one is global variable. Actually these two things I will discuss later. Now first we have to see the rules for creating variables. There are some rules while declaring a JavaScript variable, also known as identifiers. Actually in the JavaScript whatever the variables we have declared, those all variables is also called identifiers. And name must start with a letter. Name, if you want to create any variable, that variable name you have to start with only alphabet letters, either small letter or either capital letters also you can use, and also you can use underscore symbol, and also you can use dollar symbol also, okay, dollar symbol also. For example, name is also one of the variable. Name is also one of the variable. Name is also one of the variable. It is correct syntax. And roll number is also one of the variable. It is correct. And next one, what is that rules here? If you want to create any variable, you can start with underscore also, no problem. You can start with underscore also. So nothing but underscore x I want to create. So this is also correct syntax. And next one, you can also use dollar symbol to create a variable for the starting time, okay, where dollar symbol x is also valid. So it is a correct syntax. But you cannot start with digits only. You cannot start with digits only. For example, 1 2 3 x. So this is incorrect. This is incorrect format, because of you cannot start with a variable with a number, right? And after first letter we can give digits also, no problem. After first letter, so for example, while creating the variable, first you need to give you can start with only alphabet or dollar symbol or underscore symbol. Na? So x I want to start. So after that, if you want to create these numbers also, you can use that combination, it will work, no problem. So that is also correct syntax. Next one is what? JavaScript variables are case sensitive. For example, capital X and small x are different variables. Case sensitive means small letters and uppercase letters treating as in the different way. For example, Pawan name is lowercase letters and this is also uppercase letters. In the real time world, these two are same. There is no difference between that and this, okay? So, but in the programming language, in JavaScript, Pawan is also one of the variable and capital Pawan is also one of the variable. Both are different, both are not same. Okay, both are different. And underscore symbol also, for example, if you want to create a variable, starting underscore symbol is also very useful. But underscore symbol where we have to use, here roll underscore number is there now. So if you want to give any relation between two words, for that we can use the underscore symbol. If you haven't given underscore symbol in between these two words, if you give the space, then that space character will not allowed by the JavaScript engine. Then roll is one of, it can treat it as a two variables. Roll is also one of the variable and number is also one of the variable. Nothing but here treating as a two different types of variables. Okay. So if you want to create like this, if you want to create a variable like this, so compulsory if you want to give the relation between these two words by using underscore symbol. So underscore symbol requirement is like that. Now first we have to see about the difference of local variable and global variable. And a JavaScript local variable is declared inside the block or function. It is accessible within a function or block only. Here I give here now I want to create local variable. Local variable in JS. So in between script tag, in between script and script opening and closing tag. So here var keyword. Sorry, now I want to create the function. Function 1. Okay. So here opening bracket and closing bracket. So inside of this function, whatever the variable we have created, that variable is called local variable. Because of that x variable lifetime is available only within this function only, opening bracket and closing bracket. When we call this function 1, that function 1 executing is started now. When you call the function 1, that execution that execution start by the JavaScript engine. So only function 1 executing time, that x variable lifetime is available. So that's why it is called local variable, because of it is declared inside the function. It is declared inside the function. So the x variable only belongs to function 1 only, right? And if you want to define that x variable inside a block, nothing but if condition. If condition, whatever the condition you have configured, and that condition opening bracket and closing bracket. So here also where x equal to 10. If you declare like this, this is also called local variable in JavaScript, right? Here in between script opening and closing tag, we have to use that one, right? Here now we have to see the definition of about the local variable. A JavaScript local variable is declared inside block or function. So first I have used that function. So inside that function I have declared x variable. So after that, if condition I have written, if condition block is there now, opening bracket and closing bracket, inside these two brackets, inside whatever the variable we have declared, that is also called a local variable. So that is the definition meaning. Yes, JavaScript local variable is declared inside the block or function. It is accessible within the function or block only. So this lifetime is available, x variable lifetime is available only this opening bracket and closing bracket. After that it will automatically destroy by itself. And in the block also same. If you want to run this program and if the condition is going to execute, then whatever in between these two functional bracket, this curly bracket, so the x variable lifetime is available. So if condition execution is over, x variable automatically it will destroy by itself. Okay, because of it is local variable. Only For this if condition execution purpose, the x variable has created as per our requirement. If the requirement is over, then if condition has terminated by the condition, so after that x variable will destroy by itself. But in the function, while calling the function, when you call the function 1, it will execute the function 1. So that execution part is over for the function 1. Then x variable, executing time x variable is created. Okay, x variable is created. After execution is over for the function 1, then x variable by destroyed by itself. Okay. The next one is what? JavaScript global variable. A JavaScript global variable is accessible from any function because of a variable declared outside the function or declared with window object is known as global, right? Outside the function, a variable that is declared outside the function is called global variable. Okay, right. A JavaScript global variable is accessible from any function because of a variable that is declared outside the function. Carefully observe here. Now, global variable in JS. So in between script tag, script opening and closing tag. So now I want to write one function and function 1. So now I want to print that. Now I want to create global variable. How to create the global variable? Outside of the function. If you want to create any variable outside of the function, then that variable is also called global variable because of it is available in the global section, right? Global section. Now I want to execute. I want to access y variable from the function 1 because of global variable is lifetime is available for each and every function to execute, and it has y variable accessed by the any function. Because of that, y variable scope is available outside of the functions. So each and every function y variable accessed by each and every function, no problem. Okay, now I want to print the y variable. Document.write of x, okay, sorry, y is the value, then that value it will print. And function 2 is also work like a function 2 is also accessed that x y variable, no problem. Okay, because of outside this y variable lifetime is during the entire program execution. Okay, right. So like that we have to create the variable. If you want to call these two functions, function 1 like this you can call, function 2 like this you can call. If you write like this, then immediately first it will search the function 1, and if the function 1 is available, then that function 1 will access by the y variable, and function 2 is also similarly we can call like this. Thank you very much.